All right, Leo, let's start at the beginning. This is the King of Wands, and he is upside down. He is an exalted kind of character, and wands are motion and fire and getting things done. So this could mean that you are having a little bit more social interaction than you have before. But I'm feeling that with the King of Wands being upside down is that you've kind of put other people's stuff in front of your own. And it does feel like there's some imperative need for you to refocus on your motion and your deeds and what your projects are. But it does look like, I know, Leo, you could be a little over helpful Ida sometimes and forget your responsibilities. So it does look like Spirit is dictating you to refocus back to your priorities and your things that have deadlines, things that you need to get done. But I'm also feeling that you will be more available or will be invited to more social gatherings is what I'm feeling. So make space for you, Leo. I know that was a theme, I think, last month as well. So it's just kind of carrying on a little bit more for you. The Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands here, wands are about motion, and so are knights. So something is dictating that you spend a little bit more of your focus on making some motion happen. And this could be, with all this motion here, you could be even physically moving from one state to another, one house to another, one job to another, one relationship to another. But it does feel like some motion is happening for you, Leo, and that it requires a little bit more of your undivided attention. What is above you here is the Four. Now, the Four of Swords, this is one that is kind of disturbs your creature comforts. It does look like something is heavy on your mind. You're trying to resolve some issues. It does feel like maybe your food is taking a hit. Your sleep may be interrupted or not being able to sleep. I am showing some energy around the stomach, so I'm not sure whether it means, for many of you, it may be overeating, undereating, not eating at all, or eating the wrong foods that are really unhealthy and make your body sluggish. But I'm feeling your body is feeling a little overtaxed, and that you're having trouble either sleeping or digesting food, things like this. Sometimes our elimination system is challenged when this card comes up as well. So it's either going too much or not going at all. Sorry to be cryptic, but I didn't want to be real exact with that statement. So creature comforts are being challenged a bit. So you're having trouble falling to sleep, oversleeping through your alarm, but it does feel like these worry things are kind of hanging over your head like these swords. It does feel like if you take each problem one at a time, you'll be able to resolve them. It does feel like the resolution is starting to come now, but one thing at a time. And this window open here leads me to believe that it is really not as bad as you feel it is, that there was a light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train. So do what you can do one at a time, systematically, instead of looking at the whole big project. It's way too overwhelming for you when you look at the big picture. You also can have help if you need it. Just ask for what you need here. But it does feel like it's laying very heavy on your shoulders, and you're feeling like you are ultimately responsible for all of this motion and all of this stuff, which doesn't feel like the truth in your space. So ask for help if you need it to resolve some of these things. Okay. The Ace of Wands is here, and that's the hand of God. These are the God cards. These are when you're firmly on your karmic path. It looks like you made a big decision, kind of a sudden decision. This could have to do with the moving that I see here, or a new job, relieving yourself of a relationship that wasn't working, but it looks like there was a sudden decision made and you're going for it. And it was just made. If you hadn't made it already, it will be made soon, but it's in the past position. position. So it really feels like it's something you have already made a decision on, and that may be why everything's laying so heavy over you, because it's such a fast decision and things are happening fast, lightning fast is what I'm feeling on this. So take time, step back, catch your breath, and then move forward when you're feeling a little more grounded, certain, and calmer. But it does feel like it's just coming fast and furious to you, Leo. So be careful what you wish for. Yeah, there it is. It came like a lightning bolt from the sky. So, Page of Pentacles is here. Page can be children. It can be messages. If it is a message, I'm feeling like some children, actually. And this could be an earth child, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it does feel like this very quick decision will affect some children, whether it's your children or children you're moving away from, or maybe your relationship split up and your children are kind of reeling. So there's something about children being upset about this decision. But I'm also feeling with the Page of Pentacles, this is messages. This is messages of good news. This is messages regarding money, material goods, worldly ambition. So it does feel like if you've been looking for a new job or you're looking for that promotion, it does feel like if you have done the legwork a couple of months ago, putting out those applications, redoing the resume, asking for what you need in work, whether you need a new coworker, you need some help on a project, it does feel like soon, if you haven't already gotten it, because this is in the present position, that you will get an important message concerning a positive work situation. And it will be coming soon. The 9 of Wands is right here, and all this change that has happened, it's kind of a reflective time, kind of checking in with your spirit. Did I make the right decision? This is the right thing to do. And because it's a 9, it's kind of like the last ditch effort before the big change happens here. So it feels like it may be a physical releasing of physical or material goods. You may be actually cleaning out your closet. You may be moving some things, redoing some things, but whatever those big sudden changes were or are, it looks like you're just taking a moment to reflect on it, to make sure this is the right decision. So, and the cards are validating that. Please take a good look. Make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed before moving forward. What is the basis of all this is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups are, fives are a bit of work. They are the tumultuous number. They're right in the middle of the process. Usually they dictate some kind of static, either in communication or fighting. And this is the 5 of Cups upside down, and that tells me that you had a change of heart or a shift of heart or a disappointment in your heart space. And I did see that, I think, a couple of months ago in your reading. So it does look like some things are resolved. It does not necessarily mean you got back together with this person if it was a intimate relationship. It could be a friendship that really, really disappointed you. But it does look like you're either able to open that communication again and start off fresh with new boundaries and new guidelines, that it doesn't always have to be just this way. And for those of you that released a relationship, you may have really embrace the friendship now instead of the sexual relationship. So things have changed. It does feel like it's for the better. It is slow. And I know, Leos, you like things fast and furious. So you may not even recognize that it is moving in a more healthy direction than it was before. The Queen of Pentacles is here. This can stand for an earth sign. That's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This does feel like someone, can be a male or a female, but it does feel like someone that's pulling on you a little bit, maybe a little bit of manipulation. I do feel that there is love there, but I'm feeling that you need to set some very clear boundaries with this Queen of Pentacles, that this works for me, this doesn't. I love you, but blow your own nose. I'm not doing it for you. This does feel like someone that has come to you time after time, but it does feel like the past part was a little more balanced than it is today. So you may need to reflect and recreate new boundaries for this person, that they can be a little demanding and a little pulling on your time. So you may need to just take a step back from that earth sign, sweet Leo, and just let them fall on their face, and just be there to dust them off when they're ready to be picked up again. But it does feel like this person is someone that you love very much. So this could be a very dear friend, your mother, your sibling, your child, but it is someone that is in your heart space that's kind of pulling on you and doing a little bit of manipulative jive, that you need to let them know this isn't working for you, with love and kindness. With love and kindness. The next card here, and is the 6. This is the 6 of Swords, and this card actually has been coming up in this position for many people. So this looks like a common theme for all signs, to just float a little bit before making any grand decisions. If you have the luxury of a day or two before making a great decision, I would suggest doing so. This already happened. This great decision, this very quick decision happened. So this may have something to do with this. And if it's changing your view, changing your job, do a little bit, let somebody else drive the bus for a minute, float a little bit. You don't need to make a decision quite so quickly till it's a little clearer for you. And this 8 of Wands kind of dictates that as well. This is great ideas shooting down from the heavens. It's one of my favorite cards. It's really taking a look at your capabilities, and your confidence is coming back. So it does feel like allow yourself to, revel in your confidence a little bit more before making any drastic decisions or drastic choices. But this is like ideas shooting down from the heavens. The Ace of Cups is here, so new love may be involved here, or just opening your heart up to new experiences, new things that you never really thought about before, especially with these new ideas shooting down from the heavens, and all those planets kind of dictating new, let go of the old. So this is part of that journey into releasing pain and things that don't work for you, and really embracing new talents, new people, new places, new things. So the Ace of Cups is on one side. This can be new love. This is love card. Can mean a soulmate, but it can also mean self-love, that you've really taken a step up and enjoying yourself a little bit more. I do feel that there may be some suitors lining up for you, Leo, and you can do what you want with that, but it does feel like your heart is opening up a little bit, especially since you healed the disappointment on that heart level here, and you are openly communicating, and things have changed. You're not in that sad place anymore, not as badly. It takes a while to process when you've been betrayed or disappointed, but it does look like you are healing yourself. Things are going in the right direction. You kind of stepped out of, I don't want to say a depression. It wasn't really a depression in the last month or so, but it was more sadness over the changes, more sadness. But it doesn't look like you're there anymore. You're excited about new stuff. You're kind of following the lead, trusting your intuition, getting your certainty back, and feeling a little bit more confident in your choices. The Page of Wands is just to the right of this, and wands are important messages. It can be children, but this feels more like it is messages. As well as this, you have 2 pages here, so this could also be messages, but that Page of Wands is about important messages concerning your current situation, whether it's work or a social situation. This can be if you're moving or if you're looking for a job, but it does look like an important positive message that's coming to you this month of November. From Doreen and Grant, virtue, attracting, not chasing. Okay, all right. That new love space, so that's good. Where is it? There it is. Okay, release jealousy. And that's kind of matches this card right here. It's time to let go of any jealousy, any regret, any of those negative earthbound things that kind of hold you from your greatest, highest creative essence and love. So let's start at the beginning. Attracting, not chasing. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. So it's kind of validating that mental shift that you had over the last month and a half, maybe even 2 to 3 months, that you are now feeling much more confident in your own skills, your own words. So there will be kind of the law of attraction as you kind of send out that love vibe now. So that's the first one. The second one is jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something that the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So there really isn't any place in any of our spaces for jealousy. Jealousy is a fear-based emotion. So these cards both are kind of telling you, Leo, to shift to a love base, acceptance, kind words. And if something is frustrating you, use your kind words and speak clearly and with love, and all will be resolved. So it does look like you're releasing some of the negative fear-based behaviors that didn't work for you. So this is just validating that some more. If you are glowing and you're in your highest creative self, you attract those that can do the same. You attract your equal, and jealousy just kind of attracts negative. Negative begets negative. Positive begets positive. So this is all about keeping that mind positive, helpful, and loving to yourself as well as others.